Welcome to Accounts Payable Soundbites, the programs where we explain simple and complex accounts payable issues in short, concise soundbites. In this session, I'll share with you the single best protection any organization can use to protect itself against fraud. It won't completely eliminate fraud, but will go a long way to cutting down those losses. And best of all, it doesn't cost a red cent. Now, before I go any further, I'd like to invite you to subscribe to this channel and hit the bell at the top of the screen to be alerted to new postings, which we try and do 2 or 3 times a week. Okay, so what's this silver bullet that I'm talking about or I've been referring to? It's education. And what I mean by education is that every time you hear about a new fraud, what you do is you share that information with everyone on your team. And when I say everyone, I mean everyone, from the CEO right down to the lowest person on the food chain. I like to say to the person who's sweeping the floor, because crooks have been in the last few years continually coming up with new frauds, and these frauds, unfortunately, have been targeted at different people up and down the chain. So it's not only enough for your managers to know what they're supposed to do, everyone has to know. Let me give you a simple example. One of the frauds that's been going on, and I'll talk about it more on a different soundbite, is something called the gift card scam. And in this scam, an employee at any level within the organization can get an email supposedly from either their manager, the CFO, the owner of the company, asking them to buy some gift cards. And then there's a little bit of a convoluted fraud that goes along with it. Now, unfortunately, about 10% of the people who get targeted with this actually fall for it. However, if your folks knew that there was a fraud going on that involved gift cards, as soon as they saw this email that they got from a crook, immediately a light would go off and they'd think, oh, maybe it's a fraud. But without having seen that, or without knowing this was going on, unfortunately, many people fall for these frauds. So educate, share with everyone. One of my readers told me, and I think this is a great suggestion, I wish I'd come up with it, but I'm going to share it. I love to share good ideas, is that whenever they say information about a new fraud, they immediately make a copy of it and share it with everyone. And she went as far to say is that when we have frauds in our free easy, in which we try and spread the word, if you will, they go ahead and share that. So I encourage you to do the same. Well, that's it for today. Please check out our AP Now podcast and other sound bites on this channel. And of course, we always appreciate those thumbs up and shares. Thank you for spending time.